Hey guys, so I ordered from Kingsley North some Kona Dolomite, and since Kona Dolomite is specific to the UP, or the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, if you're not familiar with the area, I thought I would just order from Kingsley North since they're in the UP, and obviously you can pick it up anytime. And they had said it was going to be lapidary rough, so I knew what I was getting my hands into after that snafu with the gem company. I knew to watch between lapidary and tumbling rough. And at first I thought I was going to hammer this stuff and just break it all apart, but then I saw where they had slabbed it, and now I don't have a slab saw that can handle this. You know, I just brought a bunch of stuff to Page's, so I don't want to add more to his pile. But I am going to try to put some slices in this as deep as I can with my tile saw, especially this piece here, and then try to just kind of break it with my hammer and see if I can get some decent sized cabs out of it, at least that way, and then set the rest aside for tumbling. But yeah, this is really cool. Let's get it wet. So yeah, there you go. I mean, good idea of what it'll look like polished. So I'm really looking forward to this stuff, and this one doesn't look too much different. I'm not seeing the really strong banding or the marbling that, well, there you go. There's a little bit of it. That's in the other one. I might just take the hammer to this one. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think on it a minute. I'm not seeing anything in this part and that's not dirt I can scrub off. But since I'm gonna have the saw out anyway, I may as well take a, slice at it and see what it's going to look like. Maybe that's, once this is cut down and get rid of that brown, maybe there is some beautiful banding in there. I can kind of see it in there, but yeah, let's find out. Okay, let's try this again now that I got some my earbuds in for some hearing protection, and plus I get to listen to some relaxing Christian metal and get my worship in while I cut into God's bounty and beauty. So here we go. Way too thick. I'll have to try again. I thought I had gotten it thinner, but oh well. Try again. Got plenty of material to work with. Alright, so I'm done cabbing up these the Kona Dolomite. And, I thought I did a good job at that point, but it's going to be a little off center. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to see those lines in there on that saw, so I'm a little off on my angles. I do my best to get them symmetrical, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, this one I intended to be a triangle right from the get-go, and yeah, so they're looking good, and it'll give me some nice shapes to work with after I'm done, and maybe make cabs out of it. But now it's time to feed them into the tumbler and go from there. Alright, so I got a couple of barrels that are free now for the moment, and I just thought I'd try to move on to this Kona Dolomite. I've been tumbling some soft stones lately, and they've been disappearing on me in the tumblers, so I'm just gonna fill this up a little pretty full, because I've been loading these things kind of full with the soft stones, and they've been disappearing. This one, these are supposed to be a 5 on the Mohs scale, but I don't know, I haven't been having a whole lot of luck. It doesn't help either that my main tumbler is down right now, and I'm using the old Chicago Electrics and the Lortone, and They tumble at 10 RPM faster than my main tumblers, so these softer stones grind away much faster in those, so I might have to just check these after 5 days. There's just too much in there for that barrel. These are a 5 on the low scale. And I think my leopard skin jaspers are also 5, so I might, I don't know, I might mix those in there. But, yeah, we'll see. Alright, well, I'll see you in a week after they roll around for a while. After 1 week, when I dumped out the barrels, there was the slurry was very gritty. Not that it had unused grit, it was just like it had taken some of the surface off the stones in large pieces, I guess you could say, and ended up with a slurry that felt a lot like sand. So yeah, I didn't expect the surfaces on these stones to be very smooth, and I don't know if you can quite see it in the light there, but they are very coarse. They're very sandpaper feeling. But that having been said, they're looking pretty good. All the hard edges are gone, even the stuff that had been slabbed up and cabbed up is looking okay. Looks like it didn't deteriorate at all. Yeah, that was really undercutting, isn't it? Stuff that I left rough is looking okay. I mean, I'm thinking I'm gonna move it on to stage 2, just because I think if I threw it in for another week, it would just about disappear. Of course, I didn't record the weight, so I don't know exactly how much weight I took off, but that's gonna make a pretty cab. Some pretty cabochons in there. Yeah, so I'm gonna move them on. I think this whole batch will fit inside my mini Sonic, so I'll just finish them stage 2, 3, and 4. Oh, there's a unique piece. I'll just finish them in stage 2, 3, and 4 in the mini Sonic and go from there. I'm getting a better polish out of that thing now, so pretty excited about it. Hopefully I'll get a decent polish on these too, even though they're softer stones. Man, that's gonna be a cool cab. Alright, well, get them into that tumbler and I'll see you in 2 days. Alright, here we are at the end of stage 3. Just finished burnishing these. Sorry I didn't record stage 2. My wife was here at the time and I was distracted and I couldn't, I totally forgot to record. So, definitely is much smoother than they were in stage 1. I mean, stage 1 they almost had a sandpaper feel to them, but they still, it's not a smooth surface. Definitely not the glass-like surface you'd expect on a harder stone, which to be expected since, you know, it's dolomite, it's soft. I think it's 4.5 on the whatever that came from. 4.5 on the Mohs scale. So let me just dry one off real quick and take a look at it dry. Looks like it's taking a better shine than I thought. It's come along smooth. Nice. Okay, well, time to get them back in there and see you in 2 days. Okay, it's been a couple hours. Time to check these out, see what kind of polish they got on them. I still haven't done my nails since the last time I filmed, so you'll have to put up with that. But as far as that goes, I mean, they came out looking great. It's still, like on that piece I dried off earlier, it's almost like some pieces, some spots took a polish better than others. Like the blacks seemed to, in general, polish better than the others, but I don't know. There, it's looking pretty good. It's got some pretty colors to it. I got some good loose stones. I did pull one out. It was being stubborn, and it seemed to be jamming up my tumbler. So that one was set aside, and I'll just have to hand work it, or I don't know, send it through with something else. But not bad for the big nodules I started with. big chunky fellers. There were definitely two different types of... the two nodules definitely had two different color stones in it. Let me see if I can find some examples here. Yeah. I'm really happy it took the cab shapes, that it kept their shapes. So I'll be setting those aside and turning them into pendants. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They kind of got a little flash in there, don't they? A heavy red in there a little bit. I don't know what that is, feldspar. Yeah, so the two different nodules, you can definitely tell the two different colors. One was a little more reddish, the other one with a stripey look. The pink stripey, pink zebra. But yeah, these were a fun tumble. I mean, nice and easy. Once you know I broke the nodules down, that was kind of new for me. Kind of slicing them and cutting them and trying to make them usable for my little process. That one had a... That one obviously broke off in the saw. But yeah, it was like, I think they spent 1 week in the stage 1, it was all. And then it was just, you know, 6 more days in the vibratory tumbler. So they were easy. Less than 2 weeks to a polished rock, or at least to this stage. They're 4.5, like I said, on the Mohs scale. Is that it? Yeah, for a second there, I didn't think that was a Kona. And it must have been a piece off the end. So, yeah, being a 4.5, I didn't know what they would turn out like. I mean, the Coquinas Jaspers were supposed to be that hardness too, but these took a much better polish. They feel kind of waxy in the hand. It's kind of fun. It's a whole different feel. But then again, it is Dolomite, after all. It just doesn't look like your typical driveway Dolomite, which is what makes the Kona Dolomite, which is unique to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan on the Copper Harbor area. So it's the only place you can find this stuff in the world that I'm aware of. That one's got quite a bit of those little flashes. What are those, feldspar crystals? Would be my guess. Yeah, so fun for something that's has only one unique indigenous spot in the world, as far as I know. I haven't done a full research on it yet, but oh, tiny little cab, making this cute little pendant. Ooh, I don't know. A little heavy for earrings. That one's just about right for an earring. The other one's a little too thick. This one's a little thinner, so it has... I might make those into earrings. I don't know. Well, at least that one. This one, it's a little... Yeesh. It's definitely not an all-day wear for a lady, that's for sure. But there's some fun little earring pieces in there, too. Some studs in there and whatnot. But, yeah, so... Fun little tumble. If you're looking for something easy and fun to tumble, definitely I would recommend this Kona Dolomite. It is fun. Like I said, 2 weeks to a finished stone. Total tumbling time anyway. I spent a lot of time fussing over how to break down the nodules, but yeah. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, let me know if you like it or not, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye.